All right, everyone. I have something here that I am so happy to be offering to you guys. It's unbelievable. I absolutely adore these cars, and this one in particular. This is an ultra low mileage 2002 Saab 9.5. Get this, that is actually legit mileage right there, 89,406. But check that out. I don't know, let me change the camera angle, maybe you can see it better, because there's a lot of glare, but let me back away. And if you can read that, it says 782.1 miles. Well, just so you know, that is how many miles I have personally put on this car. Love the car. That's why I've been driving it. It's just time to sell it. I wish I didn't have to, because I could drive this car forever and have no issues. But, you know, everything has its time. This thing is loaded to the hilt. Every option you could possibly imagine. And as far as I know, everything works perfectly. But we'll start with the windows. Right rear, no problem. Right front passenger, no problem. Swinging on around, and there's your left rear window, no problem. And of course, the all-important driver's window with auto down, no problem. Excuse me. I usually don't get allergies. Excuse me, but there's so much pollen this year, it's actually killing me. So you can see it's 83 degrees out right now, and the air conditioner is kicking it out. It is ice cold. You do have a power tilt and slide sunroof, which, as you can see, operates exactly as it should, and it does have the hangover cover. There you go. As you can see, we'll close that. This car has traction control. It's got OnStar, which you can get a subscription. That's the thing that you get into an accident, the airbags go off, it alerts OnStar, they'll actually dispatch an ambulance. You get a flat tire, you just hit the button for OnStar, they'll send someone out to help you. It's unbelievable. Electronic climate control works perfectly. Leather heated seats. I know this one works perfectly because there was a few cold days while I was driving it, and boy do I like the bun warmers. All right, radio. Put that on for you. There you go. And as you can see, that's nice. A great sound comes out of this thing. I've been listening to this thing for a long time. I cannot comment though on the CD player or the cassette player. I don't have any of those that I could even demonstrate it. Horn, wipers, everything, as I said, works. Let's see, what else can I tell you? It's got factory fog lights. Oh, power seat. Oh, power mirrors. Let's do those. There's your left side, no problem. Go over to your right side. No problem. Okay, so all the power mirrors work. The power seat does work. I'll show that to you. And then we'll go around the outside of the car and I'll show everything, you know, how it works and everything. One thing that's great about this car is the 2.3 liter turbo. Boy, does this thing fly. Now, Saab had this funny way of doing things back in the day, and they named their cars like Vigan, Linear, blah, 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 whatever. Well, this particular one, as you can see, is a Linear. Now, here's the only thing that is kind of ugly. It can go like that, but it kind of hangs. But as you can see, the power seat works exactly as it should, front, back, everything. The seat obviously definitely reflects the 89,000 miles because it's in great shape. The whole interior actually reflects that. There's your headliner. All right, now I'm going to do what I normally do. We'll go over the outside and the tires. Left front tire. Put my little handy dandy gizmo in there. And that looks like it's got almost 30 seconds of tread, which means these are almost brand new. Eagle tires, by the way, on the front. All right, let's do the rear tire. This looks like a different kind, and it's not quite as good as the fronts. If I can find the tread spot here. Where is it? There we go. Am I getting it? All right, yeah, this tire, I'm gonna guess, yeah, that's probably looking around 2 to 3/30 seconds. So the rear tires are probably gonna need to be replaced soon. Or at least that left rear. Let's check the right rear. Yeah, this one's not in that much better shape, so yeah. Yeah, that's about 2/30 seconds. So definitely you would want to put rear tires on it. But the all-important front tires, of course, are in great shape. And this one, I don't know, maybe I didn't do that right. Let's find the same spot I did. I mean, there's not a lot of room in these wheel wells. This car handles really good, and I guess this is why. All right, looks like this one's about, yeah, almost 7/30 seconds. So you got one really good tire, one okay tire. So, you know, that's actually more than halfway. But I would definitely recommend putting rear tires on it. All right, doing the body, right front fender, as you can see, no dings, no dents, no scratches. Looks like it's missing a little lens there. Right front door, no dents, no dings. Maybe one tiny little scratch there. And looks like a little mark on the mirror that could probably buff out. Power seat on the passenger side. We like that air conditioner. No problem, that works. And look at how nice the seat is. This car is just really, really reflects the mileage that it has. Let's do your door jamb. And now we'll do your door frame. There you go. Now I know this paint looks white probably on the video, but it's actually a little off-white. I would say this is more of an ivory color. It's actually really attractive. I'm not a huge fan of white, but this one looks really nice. Let's do your roof. Right rear door, a little scratch. Looks like something, again, that can be buffed out right there. A little mark on the side. Look at this rear seat. Fantastic condition. And this car is so comfortable. I could drive this car for 10 hours straight and not be sore when I get out, unlike some other cars I've driven. Here's your door jamb. Again, nice, clean. Just a very pretty car, too. Here's your right rear door frame. And again, no sign of corrosion, rust, anything like that on the car. Close that. All right, right rear quarter panel. No dents, no dings, no scratches. Looks like a little bit of a scrape or two on the rear bumper cover, but other than that, you know, a couple little scrapes here and there, as most bumpers have, but pretty darn nice shape. Let's take a look underneath. Here you go. Yeah, this car, not only is it fast as can be, it really handles well too. Very, very huge trunk. And as you can see, it's got the pass-through right there for, you know, long objects, things of that nature. Let's check for a spare tire. There's your spare tire. It looks like it's never even been used. Look at the tools aren't even ever opened. Look at that. All right. We'll close the trunk up. There you go. Saab 9.5, which is the big brother to the 9.3. It's the bigger car. Nicer car, fancier. Trunk deck lid looks perfect. All right. Right rear quarter panel looks perfect. No dents, no dings, no scratches. We'll do the roof on this side. The car does have some pollen on it. For that, I apologize. It just literally, we washed this car yesterday, and today it's loaded with pollen. All right, let's open this baby up. Here's your inside. This is on the left side of the car. There's your door jamb. The door frame. And again, fantastic condition. Close that up. Come along here, looks great. Let's see, driver's door looks pretty good. Looks like no dings, no dents, no scratches. Let's check out the door jamb here. There you have it. Here's your door frame. And again, perfectly clean, no rust, nothing. Just a beautiful, beautiful car. All right, left front fender. This one is really nice. No dings, no dents, no scratches. It's got the little lens right there. Coming around to the front. You know, again, the front bumper looks like it's got one or two scrapes, but overall, very nice condition. The headlights, nice and clean, nice and clear. Let's take a look down low. Take a look underneath. There you go. Here's the best part of this car though. This engine is just amazing. This thing just flies. Tons of power. And actually, believe it or not, it gets like 25, 28 miles to the gallon around town and a little better on the highway. So it gets really good gas mileage. Now, I don't know where the thingy is to rev this baby up, but I'm not sticking my hand in there and getting caught in something. So I'm just going to let you guys listen to it while I shut up. All right, let's close her up. As you can see the pistons work great. A couple of stone chips looks like right there on the hood. And it looks like the Saab emblem lost a little bit of paint. Other than that, fantastic. The glazing looks perfect. No chips, no scratches, no cracks. And get this, you live in New Jersey, you have until March of next year before you even have to get this baby inspected. Step back here. Now, the best part of this car, obviously, is the way it runs. I mean, it is just fantastic. And that's what I'm gonna show you right now. Not only is the car fast, it handles great, has fantastic brakes, but you're gonna get to see all of that right now. All right, folks, we're gonna take it for a ride now. But one thing I failed to mention, and you can go back and review the video if you wish, is we'll start her up again. Now you saw it start cold, now you're seeing it start nice and warm. Starts perfectly either way, no issues. One thing I didn't point out, like I said, you can check it out, is there are no check engine lights, no warning lights. This little display that's right here in the dashboard will come up if there's any kind of issue with the car, brake light out, anything like that. It tells you every little thing wrong with the car. And as you can see, none of that. Everything checks out. It runs through a cycle every time you start the car and checks all the systems in the car and will alert you if there's an issue. In fact, the only issue I can think of that I've ever seen come up on there is every now and then it'll say service theft something or other. And the reason that comes on is because some dumbass, when they bought this car, it had an alarm system in it. Well, they went and put another one in it, so it probably conflicts with this one. But all you do is you hit the button clear, and boom, it goes away, and you're good to go. This also has, which is really neat, if I can figure, I gotta remember how to do it. There we go. Distance to empty, it's getting 23 miles to the gallon, that's around town, plus I drive too fast. You know, it tells you everything. It has, you know, the wrong date in there, of course, which can be programmed, so you can do that. I'm just trying to think what else I can tell you. Just here, let's just enjoy this car because it's a heck of a ride. And as soon as the traffic clears, we're gonna go. And I can actually take off in between cars because this thing flies. Here we go. I mean, we're already at 50 miles an hour. Amazing car. I actually went up to 55. Smooth, and you can hear I can whisper. This car is quiet. It's just a true joy to drive this car. I could drive this car forever, honestly. I go to steering wheel, we track perfectly straight down the road. Look, see, no hands. Now, nice front wheel drive, traction control. It's safe, it's got airbags. I'm sure it has the anti-lock brakes, but we'll test that and I'll prove it to you. Oh, did I do the horn? There's the horn. Wipers, of course, work. Actually, they look like brand new wipers on this thing. But that's all important stuff for you to know, especially if you can't get here to look at this car and test drive it yourself. I need to tell you as much information as I can. All right, we'll turn around here and then we'll head on back to the lot. And of course, the cop's gonna turn around now. What is with the cops on these test drives lately? There we go. Wow, he didn't turn around. I'm surprised. I have the plate sitting here on the passenger seat of the car. Didn't even put it on the back of the car, so I'm really surprised he didn't come after me. Anyway, that would be a first. I've never been pulled over on a video before. So now we're doing about 60. Didn't mean to do that either, but this car is just wicked quick. Just like I said, it's a riot to drive. It's so much fun. All right, I'm gonna do a little brake test for you to show you the anti-lock brakes and how the brakes do work. And all that's gonna consist of is pulling into the lot here across from my place, finding this little patch of gravel, I know where it is, and slamming on the brakes. What it'll do is keep your eye on the steering wheel and you'll be able to see whether they pull wildly one way to the right or left. And I can describe the braking action to you as well. And I usually do this from about 25 miles an hour. Here we go, hands off the wheel in. Okay, as I suspected and I wanted to prove to you, it does have anti-lock brakes and it does work because I just stopped on a patch of gravel and you can see the wheel did the little jiggle thing. It's supposed to. That's the anti-lock brakes grabbing. Right wheel, left wheel, and they grab like this. That's how you can still maintain control of the vehicle, even though you're stepping on the brakes like in an emergency stop situation. In my opinion, that's the best safety feature you can have. I'll take anti-lock brakes over airbags any day, although having both, like this car does, is really nice. All right, let's do a nice little recap here. This is an extremely low mileage. In fact, it's got 89,408 miles on it now. Unbelievable shape, interior, exterior, mechanically. I just can't say enough about this car. It's a riot to drive. Everything that I know in it that it has works. This is probably the nicest car I actually have on my lot right now, or at least one of the nicest cars. But I would actually say this is probably the nicest. It's definitely a car I like to drive the most. So I've put 783 miles on it, and I might put a few more on it too, because I like driving it. And that's that. Also, let's take a little walk around the car, and I'll let you guys see how nice it is. Looks from a little distance on the outside. And as I always do, I will be selling this car at a very fair and reasonable price. Step back, and you can see how gorgeous this car looks. But the only thing I think you're gonna need to do, maybe kind of right away, maybe a set of rear tires, and definitely you would want to do an oil change, because that I don't know when the last time it was done. Other than that, this is just a get in and go, fantastic car. I don't normally get this excited about vehicles, you know, because that's all I've been doing for 30 years. But I gotta tell you, I love this baby. And I hope this goes to a good home. Thanks.